how AI learns. Alright, today we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the coolest topics in tech. How in the world does artificial intelligence actually learn? It might sound like rocket science, but you'll see the main ideas are things you already get. So let's jump right in. I mean, you've probably wondered about this, right? We see AI everywhere. It's recommending shows, helping doctors, even driving cars. But how does it get so smart? How does it go from being a bunch of code to something that can actually learn? Well, here's the secret. At its core, AI learns in ways that are actually super similar to us humans. It learns from teachers. It learns by finding patterns all on its own. And it learns through good old-fashioned practice. We're going to break down these three big ideas. So to make this super easy to wrap your head around, let's think of them as three different personalities. First, you've got the teacher, who gives the AI all the answers. Then there's the detective, who has to find clues on its own. And finally, the gamer, who learns by practicing the game to win. Okay, first up, the teacher. This is the style of learning we all know from our school days. And in the world of AI, it's called supervised learning. So supervised basically means that AI gets a giant cheat sheet. It's given a huge round of data that's already been labeled correctly by humans. It's like being handed a textbook that already has the answer key in the back. The AI's job is just to study all those examples until it figures out the rules. But, and this is a huge but, creating that perfect label data set. It takes a ton of time and honestly a lot of money. Think about it like this. You feed an AI thousands and thousands of pictures, and every single one is tied to either cat or dog. After seeing enough of them, it starts to pick up on the patterns, right? The whiskers, the pointy ears, the shape of the snout. And this isn't just for telling cats from dogs. This is the same tech used to identify potentially cancerous cells in medical scans or filter out annoying spam from your email. All because it studied millions of examples that were labeled by people. Okay, so that's all great when you have an answer key. What happens when you don't? What if there's no teacher? Well, that's when an AI has to become a detective, and we call this unsupervised learning. In this case, you basically dump a whole bunch of messy, unlabeled data on the AI and say, go figure it out. Its job is to dig through all the chaos and find hidden connections or groups all by itself. It's looking for the secret structure inside the data. The catch, you don't always know what you're going to get. The AI might find something brilliant, or might find something totally random. It takes a human to look at the results and decide if they are actually useful. Imagine giving an AI a folder with thousands of animal pictures, but with zero labels. It might start to cluster them on its own, noticing, hey, all these creatures have fur and 4 legs, and these other ones have feathers and wings. It's like when you sort a giant pile of laundry. Nobody tells you to make a pile for whites, colors, and darks. You just kind of see the pattern. In the real world, this is huge for things like customer segmentation, where a company can let an AI find brand new groups of shoppers they never even knew existed. Alright, last but definitely not least, we've got the gamer. This is maybe the most exciting way an AI learns, and it's called reinforcement learning. This is all about learning by doing. So with this one, the AI is learning completely through trial and error. You drop it into a virtual environment, like a game, and give it one simple goal, the highest score possible. It tries random actions, and for every move, it gets either a reward or a penalty. But here's where it gets tricky and super important. You have to design that reward system just right. If you mess it up, the AI might find a bizarre loophole to get points without actually learning the skill you wanted it to. I mean, it's just like when you're learning a new video game, right? You figure out which move gets you points, and which ones get you into trouble. After playing for a while, you naturally develop a strategy to win. This is exactly how AI has mastered incredibly complex games, like chess and Go. It's also how robots learn to walk, and how a logistics company can teach an AI to find the absolute fastest delivery routes. Okay, so let's put it all together real quick. You've got the teacher, which uses labeled examples to classify things it already knows. You've got the detective, using raw, unlabeled data to discover brand new patterns, and you've got the gamer, who are learning a skill through trial and error. And what's really cool is that the most powerful AI systems, they often mix and match these methods. Each one is a different tool for a different job. Okay, in theory, it's great. But let's talk about how it actually works in the real world. How about we look at a project idea where you could be the AI teacher? We'll call it the Echo Sorter. This is a fantastic way to see the whole process up close. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to train a model to look at a picture of some trash and figure out if it's recyclable or not. It's a simple idea, but it's super powerful. This is the perfect job for our first learning style, unsupervised learning. And you'll see really quickly why getting good data is the most important and the hardest part of the whole thing. So how would you actually do this? It's pretty straightforward, really. Step 1, you go out and collect a bunch of images. Step 2, you become the teacher. You go through every single picture and label it. Glass bottle, that's recyclable. Greasy peach in a box, not recyclable. This step right here is the human-powered engine behind so much of AI. And finally, you feed that whole labeled collection to your AI model and just let it learn. And just like that, by doing something as simple as labeling a few photos, you're literally doing the same thing that powers some of the most advanced AI on the planet. Every single person who helps create or label data is, in a very real sense, helping to train the future of this incredible technology. So this all leads to one final huge question. Now that you know the basics of how an AI learns from teachers, as a detective, or like a gamer, possibilities are just endless. If you could teach an AI to just do one thing to make the world a better place, what would it be? What problem would you want it to solve?